Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida, introducing former middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
From Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico, Danny Garcia.
Fighters have some interesting approaches to upcoming fights. We sat down and talked with Danny Garcia yesterday, and Garcia says he'll beat Roy Jones. And I asked him, did you ever see him fight? Confident type of talk.
Good choice of words, good low hand. Interesting because he also had no fight plan. He was going to figure him out the first round. When you go into a fight, you better know what you're going to do. Kaboom! Roy Jones knows what he's going to do in this 6th round. Pick it up. Overhand right from him.
But that's the kind of rationale you hear from fighters going in the fight.
Boom! Left hook.
Unless Garcia just has something up his sleeve that he hasn't.
Right now, Garcia thinks he's in a labor factory. Pulling away from these punches, so difficult to hit fighters when they move back like that. To hit them solid. Oh, good right hand from Jones. Good left hook from Jones.
And he stays on his feet.
Rolling around. Trying to dodge the punches, Garcia. But he didn't dodge that one.
This is the round James Toney got to Danny Garcia. Cannot be saved by the bell unless the final round, and he doesn't beat the bell here.
His professional record, 29 victories, 21 KOs, against only 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the #1 ranked contender in the world, Thomas Big Dog Page.
I think that's what we're going to see. Though he's getting some good the hand speed of Jones is the big difference here, and would figure to be. Bernard Hopkins was a good puncher, but couldn't really land effectively against Jones.
Jones has 5 career first-round knockouts. Tate with 3. And right now, Jones unleashing with that right hand.
And I think he hurt Thomas Tate with that.
Yeah, that back
corner, which is not a place Roy Jones normally wants to be. Just the hand speed, and you can see it really makes a huge difference in this fight.
Well, left hand scored. There's an uppercut as well by Roy Jones Jr. in the black trunks, and another one.
Now, Thomas Tate stood up to the punching power of Julian Jackson, up to the power of Jones, though being dominated this first round.
The first title defense for Roy Jones Jr.
Tell you what, though, Jones is showing a better arsenal of punches and a better variety than I have ever seen from him as a pro.
Left hand has worked effectively along with the right. And that is the end of round 1. Tate says you didn't hurt me.
Early in the round, Roy Jones got in the right hand against Tate and got it in repeatedly, using the jab to set it up, and that's why he used that jab. Perfect 1-2 combinations. Then later on in the round, it will be a different weapon. It will be the hooks and the uppercuts by Jones. And what all this does is demonstrate what a good... And interestingly, only 18 of Jones' 96 punches in round 1 were...
Oh, and down goes Tate. Wow. There's an inside left. He's on the corner rope, standing. Richard Steele with the count. Oh, and Tate. That's it. His corner comes out and stops it. And Roy Jones Jr. does a dance early in round 2.
I didn't even know what the hell you hit him with.
The good left hand on the inside with a hook by Roy Jones Jr. And you know, you don't usually land. Here it is from the outside. I mean, you don't normally land a lunging left hook like that. and get it in. And
Stop this thing.
he realized that Thomas Tate was in huge trouble, and you would have to assume Richard Steele was thinking about stopping it anyway. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad says,
The winner by TKO victory, and still the undefeated IBF middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Across his chest. He's not protecting his chin. He got it up there, though.
And Jones managed to thunder one left hook behind Tony's guard.
Tony has to punch back.
Tony hasn't.
Orthodox punches. They come from all. Put a little pressure, physical and mental, on Jones. And Jones.
And the left hook got behind the guard, Gil. Jones wobbled Tony just slightly with that left hook.
Quickness and reflex, Jim. I mean, he makes Tony miss, and he's so quick countering. Get out the road. Get out.
Showboating by Jones. He tempts fate, I think. Left hook, and down goes Tony.
You know, his seat.
In 91, this, if it is officially scored as a knockdown, is the second time.
Come on, punch it, get out, yeah.
And more quickness inside from...
Here's part of the debate going on with hand gestures and fists. We don't see from that angle whether Jones indeed went down. Perhaps we'll have another angle that we can see it. Here it'll tell us right now. You see his...
Solid left hook there. Tony talking to Jones.
Again, what talking doesn't do you a bit of good. And the other guy, something's bothering him because he traps Jones.
Good left by Jones as he wound the right hand. Be tough because of Jones's quickness and defense.
And if Jones finds himself comfortably ahead, he can certainly kill the clock. Big left hook. Big left hook by Jones. Two left hooks.
Tony pretending not to be hurt, but he's wobbled. Now James lands a right hand and
Jones is supposed to be the unorthodox guy.
Solid left.
Fast hands if we can see him, because James Toney doesn't apparently able to see.
Who'd never been down or out. So it's not out of the question, but this is still all Roy Jones as round 7 begins.
But again,
solid left. Tony in a little bit of trouble.
Again, Jones is really never directly in front of James Toney.
He timed a round here that you might have given to the champion. From the old middleweight limit of 160.
Again, Jones comes back in the exchanges. Good left hook by James Toney.
Best punch of the fight for Tony, the left hook.
Straight punches, they just wiped right off of Jones. I thought that Tony was hurt a couple of times during the fight, Larry. Not seriously, but hurt.
How about now? How about right now?
He's just being completely overwhelmed. And
I think a left hook to the body hurt James Toney badly to set this up. And Jones comes back with a fury. World champion.
Or there are a lot of people who bet on him. Jones nailed Toney with a solid left hook. Now, if this was taken away from Roy Jones, it would be worse than the elliptical.
And new super middleweight champion of the world,
Roy Jones Jr.
This is boxing. Boxing lives on. Continue to support this beautiful and exciting sport. Thank you for watching. For more boxing stories, boxing fights, and boxing news, subscribe on this channel. Click the notification bell for more updates. Because in this channel, together we will revive the boxing world.